Wednesday the 18th of September 2013, down in Hampshire, Petersfield to be exact. Just about to undertake a section of the new Shipwrights Way. I'm going to be walking about 11.5 miles from here to Rowlands Castle, replicating a little bit Free Walk 108 I think it is, which I may use to a degree to avoid the low level walking that is associated with the Shipwrights Way. Shipwrights Way could be a bit manicured for my liking. It's designed for wheelchairs and less able-bodied people, so not really my cup of tea, but we'll have a look, see what it offers. It's around 11:45 now. Bit of a grey day, but at least it's not raining, which it has been doing for the previous couple of days. A lot of water lying around, no doubt. Quite cool, about 15-16 degrees, ideal for walking. So let's press on. A couple of minutes in and we have the Church of St Peter's just off the very active square where there's a market going on today. Our onward journey is down to my left there, down Sheep Street. And at this point I come across my first Shipwrights Way marker. Could do with a few more from the station really. Just a point of feedback. A reflection of times gone by, no doubt. It's now a pub, which also reflects the local businesses in the area. Now the signage is changing from stickers on posts to proper directions. Okay, at this point I'm going to deviate from the Hangers Way because there's a lot of road walking here and I'm not too impressed with that. So I'm going to follow the Hangers Way, deviate from the Shipwrights Way, that's what I meant to say, and follow this route which looks more tranquil up to Queen Elizabeth Country Park. This is probably the route that the free walk takes if memory serves me well. I just turned right by house number 106. Straight away we're getting into more suitable surroundings, i.e. green and pleasant land, away from the roads. Okay, just left that caravan park behind me. Not really caravans, they're mobile homes I guess. Crossing the farmland there. This is a far better alternative to road walking. The trade-off though is stiles and a muddier walking surface after the heavy rain. But hey ho, that's what we're used to, eh? Signs of autumn here with the halls. Officially arrives next week, 23rd. Queen Elizabeth Country Park coming into view over there on my right. Now following this very pleasant greenway, surrounded by hawthorn bushes on both sides. Version of the walk is definitely for able-bodied. There's a number of stiles to be crossed. After all the dry walks I've done recently, it's odd walking in mud again. But there you go. Autumn's upon us. And alongside this very pleasant valley. Yes, mud returns with a vengeance today. Downtrodden by cattle, which are in the field behind me. Very well weeded pond here. Here you get a great example of why it's called the Hangers Way, as on the previous list walk, round shoulder of Mutton Hill, wooded valleys, lovely. Here we go, what lovely views these are. Now in Buriton parish. Well positioned bench here just outside Buriton. It's a tad early for lunch at the moment though. Not 1 o'clock yet. So at this rate I'll probably have my lunch up in Queen Elizabeth Park on one of their picnic benches that I notice is on the map. There is going to be a very good crop of acorns this winter or autumn. This oak is absolutely chock-a-block. Just noticed that jet noise from Gatwick presumably. Looking back up the valley as a Chinook flies by in the distance. It's interesting, I often catch them around lunchtime, no matter where I am. Wonder if there's something in that.
Not many of you about, I say no, there's only one of me.
So here I am on the edge of Buriton, and just caught the thatcher here, rethatching this cottage. Very good job he's doing as well. Parish Church of St Mary, Buriton. And the village pond, which has got a number of benches round about, which would make for a good picnic location. Some very interesting facts gleaned from that thatcher. For example, he's actually using a thatch made from a cross between wheat and rye. And I believe it comes from Turkey because it's easier to machine. And the average lifespan of a thatched roof is about 25-30 years tops. Yeah, I had a good 15-minute chat with the bloke. Information panel here about the history of Buriton, which is a very pleasant little village, I must say. Google it for further information. These ducks here are doing some kind of rain dance by the looks of it. Interesting. And lo and behold, it's just started raining. Pleasantly refurbished thatched cottages here. Wonder if that thatcher was responsible for this. No doubt. Been under a disused railway line by the looks of it. Self-explanatory. Information panel about Buriton chalk pits and lime works. And also learnt from the thatcher, with that Chinook in the background, that they're based at Odium. Sure, that's where he said. Well, a lovely bit of heritage there. Clearly see the old track it used to take down the valley. There's even a special walk to commemorate it. Information panel here about the Chalk Pits Pond. Which is clearly no more. Entering the Forestry Commission's Halls Hill and joining the South Downs Way and a number of others. This is where we leave the Hangers Way to follow the Shipwrights up there into the woods. It's a fairly solid flint and sand footpath at the moment up to Queen Elizabeth Park. You can see on my left as we ascend, the Shipwrights Way gives the better views than the Hangers Way at this point. It's well wooded on my left though, so you don't get a break very often like this. This is a good idea. Horses one way, walkers the other. Got a bit of a divergence here on the South Downs Way. Now walking through some very pleasant woodland. Lots of ash. Thankfully not injured or ill either. So here we are, perfect. This is where I'm having my lunch. It's about the right time. 2 o'clock. There's even a toilet and a barbecue over there. This is the South Downs Way, and up there I do believe is where the Hangers Way diverges off. Well, 2:30, lunch has been had. That was a pleasantly located little lunchtime stop. Normally you have to book it out with the visitor centre, as per that notice over there. Toilets were locked as well, but not to worry. Not sure where the tractor driver is, but he hasn't appeared in the last half hour. My goodness, I don't think I've ever seen so many direction signs on a post. Information panel here about Queen Elizabeth Country Park. Google that if you so wish. There are at least 6 different walks passing through this park, including the Staunton Way, which I'm about to follow, Hangers Way and the South Downs Way, and of course the new Shipwrights Way, which isn't even on here. I'm going to take the Staunton Way as opposed to the Shipwrights, again because it offers more off-road, so to speak, terrain and scenery. Very pleasant section of mixed woodland walking here. Busy A3 in the distance, muffled to some degree by the trees. Noticeable though. Okay, now following this lovely forest trail, which soon will be bringing me to the edge of the forest, and then towards the village of Charlton, all being well. Now following the Staunton Way. Not sure you can read that, but we're now following the Staunton Way past the village of Charlton. Some lovely views out there, apart from the transmission line. Look at that, eh? As I say, shame about the overhead pylons, but there you go. Windmill over there in the distance. That windmill sits at 193 metres on the appropriately named Windmill Hill, of which I know one very well. Very pleasant underfoot here, field boundary walking. Had I taken the official Shipwrights Way part of the walk, would have been roadside, hard on the hips at this point. Looking back towards Queen Elizabeth Country Park Forest from just outside the village of Charlton. Very grey now, but thankfully no rain. Fingers crossed. It's on its way though. You can feel it. Rather pleasant red lion at the village of Charlton, and I've just hit 7 miles exactly at this point, around about 4 more to go. Fuller's pub. Plenty of seating round the back and a fantastic vista. Something there about the menu, food served all day every day. As you can see, not far from the pub is the church as usual, and the Staunton Way takes us through the churchyard, which is often a common occurrence as well. Get a better idea of the pub's rear view from this angle, just outside the church. Poignant message there, just in the Lich Gate. Supreme sacrifice indeed. Once again, a lovely church. Amazing fruit that is, I've never seen that before. It's like corn on the cob, but clearly not. Unbelievable. Wonder what that is. Answers, anyone? Some fantastic views here from the back of the churchyard as we leave the village of Charlton behind us. Section could be potentially muddy, as you can see, after heavy rain in the winter. Actually need to be careful here because that footpath ahead is not the one that I want. Staunton Way is the one to my right here, as marked by the footpath marker there, hidden in the hedge. So this is the one for the better views. Around about 145 metres here, looking over to Windmill Hill on my left, then over the hamlet of Charlton, then back towards the Queen Elizabeth Country Park there. Coming up 4:15. Rain is definitely on its way. Need to get my skates on. This is a point called the Folly on the map, I do believe. 145 metres here. Excellent views on the left. A reminder of how the downs used to look like when they were entirely wooded. And in the very distance there, you've got the sea. Big vessel out there in as well. What an amazing chapel, isolated, reflecting times gone by when there was a community around it to serve. What a wonderful afternoon now. A bit breezy, but that keeps the old temperature down. Perfect walking weather. Further lovely views as we continue along the Staunton Way. A lovely collection of colours here, very autumnal. Not sure what the plant is, but fantastic colours, like a palette. Past 4, approaching the Sleepy Hollow, it looks like, of Finchdean. Wonderful. Trying to get that 5:30 train. Okay, down in Finchdean, and here I'm going to leave the Staunton Way and join the Sussex Border Path again somewhere. George pub over there. Potential tea time stop. Early one. Well, I still am on the Staunton Way, interestingly, because I thought this became the Sussex Border Path per the map. Maybe shortly. 4:45, approaching Rowlands Castle. Interesting name for a village. Okay, just gone 5. Back at Rowlands Castle. Almost 12 miles on the button, I've just been told by my GPS. And that was a very pleasant walk. Very pleasant because I chose not to do all of the Shipwrights Way, which would have made it quite hard underfoot. As it was, by using the Staunton Way for the most part, it was a very decent walk. Excellent views, quite good going. So all in all, a very pleasant 12 miles. So essentially that's a free walk, 108 I believe it is, completed to a degree alongside elements of the Shipwrights Way. Didn't rain after all that, and I'm now on time, albeit I've got to wait about 40 minutes to get back in time for the Arsenal game tonight, which is crucial.